All right, so I do want you to go ahead and click on that number 1 link, if you would. Welcome to anyone who's out there viewing this in cyberspace. We've had 2 people watch at one time a few weeks ago. Yeah, so it's a big deal. So we want to make sure we extend our greetings to them, should they be tuning in again. All right, let me unfreeze my screen here. Now you should see what I see. Okay. So if you clicked on that link, you were successful doing that. What it should do is it should bring up a research paper. All right, this is a sample paper that I just created from a template in Google Docs. Now we're going to talk about how to set our document up. Some basic things that might, to this point, have been escaping you. And we're going to start with the orientation, page size, margins, and page color. All right, if you've done this before and you're already familiar with what I'm teaching you and showing you, feel free to help your neighbor out if you can see that they're having some trouble. Okay, so in this case, if we want to adjust some of those variables, we're going to go to the page setup menu, and you'll find that underneath the file menu. So let's all go ahead and click on File, if you would. Okay, and way down towards the bottom, you're going to see Page Setup. All right, so we have Portrait and Landscape, our 2 orientations. All right, and just a few minutes ago, we actually showed where our margins can be adjusted. Okay. Right here. Right now they're set to the top is 1, bottom is 1, left is 1, right is 1. Now I will say if you adjust any of these, you can set that as the default. That way if you begin a new document, it'll already have these properties applied to it. Okay? Also, you can change your page size there. And maybe if you weren't going to print this out, but it was going to be displayed on the projector screen or the computer, you could try changing the color of it too. Okay? I will say that if you change the color and then go to print it, it's probably not going to look very good. Okay? So this is really just for whenever you're displaying it electronically. All right? With every action, if you want to quickly take back what you did, don't forget about the undo control right there. Shortcut is Control Z, Command Z. That's right. I use that a lot. So I make a lot of mistakes. Okay. Headers and footers. Google has done some work in recent months about making these more useful and how you're going to adjust your headers and footers. You can see we already have a page number and a header applied on this page. If that needs to be changed, probably the quickest way to do that is to just click up here in the header area. You notice when you do that, you're going to have the option to make the page number different from the first page, and you're also going to see some other options here. Okay? If your document doesn't have page numbering and you want to include that, you're going to find it underneath the Insert menu. Insert, Headers, and Page Numbers. Okay? Also, you can choose what part of the page your page numbers will appear in. Upper right, it'll skip the first page here with this option. You can see what those are. All right, so today is really just about showing you where you go to make things happen that you want. Okay? All right, any questions there?
Is command the same as control
On the PC, maybe. I'll say maybe. If you try it on the PC and it doesn't work, then you'll know it's the other one. Okay? All right. Let's talk a little bit about line spacing. All right. Of course, we have our Tools menu up here at the top, and let's scroll down a little bit maybe to page 2 where we see our abstract. It's a formal paper, so that has to be double spaced, right? But if we want to change it to maybe line and a half or single spacing, there's a way to do that. First, you need to select your paragraph. And then on your toolbar, you're going to look for a specific, and hold on, hit the wrong one there. Here's going to be your alignment, and then just to the right of the alignment is line spacing. Okay? This is actually a new feature here, custom spacing. I think that hit about 2 months ago. All right? All right, enough of this research paper. Let's go back now to our original document that has all the links on it, if you would. And I'd like you to go ahead and click on the number 2 link, Google Doc file with text. Okay? And it should look like this. Got it? Yeah, so we're going to be flipping back and forth from this document right here. We're going to get our links from there. Okay. I don't know, do any of you create newsletters or anything like that for students or for other people? If you do, you might find it useful to have your text written in columns. All right, and there's a feature in Google Docs that will allow you to do that quite easily. All right, and the way we do it is to first select the text that we want to have applied. So I'm going to do a keyboard shortcut, Command A. That will select everything. Maybe you knew that shortcut, Command A. Likewise, you could choose Edit, Select All. All right. In either case, get your text selected. Once it's selected, go to Format, and you see columns. See that? We can choose from a single one, which is what we're in now, 2 columns or 3 columns. If I choose 3 columns, see how it quickly divides up our text? Doesn't that look nice? We can further customize that by going back to the Format menu and then choosing More Options. Watch what happens here. We can do some custom spacing. Now, number of columns are only 3, and that's probably best because you don't want more than that. Otherwise, you're going to have 3 words per line. Won't look very good. But one thing I do like to add is a little line between the columns. If you check that, see how that looks? Yeah, sure. All right, I'm going to quickly undo that. All right, let me go back up. We go back up to Format, Columns, and then we're going to look for More Options. Do you see that? Just check that box, line between columns, and then click Apply. And boom. You're there. Okay? All right. What if you decide, oh, you know what, I don't want any of that. I want to go back to a single column. No problem. Just go back up to Format, Column, and set it to the first option. And it'll take it back to the way it was. Okay? Okay. Real quickly, this one wasn't mentioned in our notes, but we all know how to open up a new tab, right? Can you open up a new tab for me? Open up a new tab. If you want to get started right away on a brand new doc, all you have to do is type in this, doc.new. Watch what will happen. Type doc.new, and it automatically takes you into Google Docs, and you started with a brand new document. That prevents you from having to go to Drive, New, Document, or go to docs.google.com. Right? This is the quickest way. This will also work with docs.new and document.new. All right? Now, with this blank document opened up, I want to quickly just mention add-ons. All right, because add-ons is going to be what's going to make Google Docs a whole lot more powerful. All right, so if you all click on the add-ons menu up there at the top, you're going to see down towards the bottom of that list, Get Add-ons. All right, go ahead and choose that. So this will take you to the G Suite Marketplace. Look at all of these things that are there for you. We could spend the rest of the time here just exploring it if we wanted to, but I just wanted to give you a little taste. All right? So if there were some things that maybe you were hoping you could do with Google Docs that you can't right now, there's a good chance that you'll find inside these add-ons an app that will do what you need it to. All right? Just wanted to show you how to get here. These are free to install, and in the event, most of them have a trial. If there is a subscription fee, usually it's once a month. But I found a lot of them don't charge at all. I will tell you one. I'll recommend one real quick, and I use it quite a bit. It's Doc Tools. You can see some of the things that you can do there. Is you can sort your information, ascending, descending, convert numbers to words, vice versa, all lowercase. You can toggle the case back and forth. Pretty handy add-on there.
Can we install add-ons or we
No, you don't need us to do this. Yeah. That's the great thing about it. One of the good things about it, anyway.
What was that one you said?
That one that I just suggested was Doc Tools. Doc Tools. We went to the Get Add-ons option, and that's underneath Add-ons.
How did you get the Doc Tools? Like my
You
add-on?
have to install it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an add-on that will essentially connect to Google Docs. Yeah. So if I was to run this here, all I'd have to do is go through my menu and then choose Start, and then it'll begin to work. It'll ask for permission initially. Yeah, it wants to read all your files, delete all your files when you're asleep at night. Yeah, okay, fine. That sounds good. Yeah. You allow it, and then you can start using the add-on. Okay? All right, enough about add-ons. We've got to move forward. Okay? I'm going to close out of that tab, and we'll go back to our original document once more. All right? And for this one, we need to download a Microsoft Word file. All right? So if you click on number 3, what should happen is it should download a docx file, which is a Microsoft Word file, should automatically go to your Downloads folder. I'm going to try it here. All right, let's see what happens. And, yep, there it comes. Okay? The reason we want to have this is I'd like to show you how if somebody sends you a Microsoft Word file, how you can easily get it into Docs and begin working with it. You don't, at this point, you don't even have to convert it anymore. Google Docs has changed, so now it has that functionality. You can work on it as an existing Microsoft file. Okay? All right, so help me out here. I just want to get right into Docs. Start a new file. How do we do that? Doc.new. Okay, here we go. Doc.new. Here we are again. All right. Now I want to open up that Microsoft Word file that I just downloaded. Okay, so you can do it a couple ways. I'm going to show you one way. Click on the File menu and then choose Open. All right? All right, you'll see several items up there at the top. If this is a local file, that means it's stored on your computer and you want to bring it into Docs. You're going to choose the Upload option over there on the right. Okay? And then we'll choose select a file from your device. Okay, we'll click that. Now where did it put that file we downloaded? The downloads folder. That's right. So let's see if we can find the downloads folder. All right, file sample, 100 KB DOCX. Found mine. Help each other. It's in your downloads folder. You may want to change date modified so that the most recent one appears at the top. These are just for sorting, by the way. Help each other out. Oh. All right. So I'll click open. And boom. Converting. There it is. There's the Microsoft Word file. Good. All right. Did you all get that? Were you able to open it? Okay. We're not going to really do anything with that file. I just wanted to show you how it works. We can be. We're working on it in its native format right now, which is a Microsoft Word format. Okay, so if we were to download this, maybe if you wanted to email it to somebody, and we'll talk a little bit about this later. You could save it as a standalone Microsoft Word file, like that. Yeah, which would be the .docx. Okay, so if it's like a professor who only wants those, that would be how you would do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's all inside this Google Doc. Let's click on the File menu and go New. All right. When you see New, you're going to see New Document and New from Template. Obviously, if we chose Document, it would start with a totally blank document, right? But if you choose from Template, look at what you're going to get. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. All right, you have lots of professionally designed templates. And you can scroll through these. All right. Now, I'm actually working inside my tech training domain, so I'm not seeing the Alcoa City School templates that we have made available for you. All right? Whenever you click on one of those templates, what will happen is that it'll take the template and it'll make a copy of that and put it in your drive. It's then yours. You can do with it what you like. Customize it to your heart's content. All right? And I'll show you real quick if I come back here. And I use this quite often, especially whenever I'm doing purchase order requests. So if I go File, New, from Template, you notice these are broken down by section here. We have some that are just for Alcoa City Schools. So if I choose that, and I'll wait on things to load. Here we go. That's going to be for athletics. I don't want that. There's going to be more down here. See the little arrow? Purchase requisition. I can choose that. What it's doing right now is it's making a copy of that and it's putting it inside my drive. Now at this point, I can edit the document. I can rename the document. And from here, I can move the document too. I hadn't planned on talking about this, but rather than just having a collection of untitled documents or templates, living right there in your drive, you can sort them into a specific folder by clicking File and then Move. And then from here, you can navigate through your Google Drive and place it in the folder that you want it to go. And I've got a folder just for purchase orders. Got too many folders actually, because I can't find it. It's in there somewhere. All right, trust me, it's in there. So you would choose the folder and then click Move, and then it puts it in there. You can still work on it, it's just taking it from a different location then. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go back to our original document, if you would. And this time, number 4. All right. Go ahead and click on that. Okay, so it should be just a single paragraph with lorem ipsum text. All right, we want to talk about adding some things, and we'll also show you how those things that we add interact with this text here. So we're going to start with images. All right. So the first thing you want to do whenever you insert an image is decide where the insertion point is going to be. That point will be wherever your cursor is blinking. All right, so if I want it to appear right before my paragraph, I want to make sure that I've clicked there. Okay? So with my insertion point set, I'll then click on the Insert menu and then choose Image. Notice our options. Upload from the computer. So if you have an image file on your computer, that's the option you choose. Search from the web, from your Google Drive, from your photo album, okay, by URL, or from the built-in webcam. And why don't you all try that option, built-in webcam, okay? It'll ask you to allow permission to take a picture. I'm just going to pull one from my photos here. There we go. And there's my picture. Okay, once you get your picture in here to Google Docs, you can actually do quite a bit with it. Once it's in there, notice if you select the picture, let me resize this just a little bit because it'll make the demonstration go a little bit better. When you click the image, you'll notice you have a couple options, wrap the text or break the text. All right, so if I choose wrap text, notice how it's going to handle that text. All right, basically going to put it in a spot and then it's going to wrap the text around it. And if I had some more text here, which I'll easily get, I'll just copy this. You can see how it wraps the text around the image. All right, and you have some ways to customize that further. How close the image is to the text with these options here. See that? And if you take the picture and then just move it, you'll see how it splits up that text. All right? Let's quickly get rid of all this. Do a quick delete. What's the keyboard shortcut to select everything? Anyone remember? Command A. All right, delete. Got rid of my text, didn't get rid of my image. I'm going to have to choose that. Got rid of it. All right, so for precise placement of text on your document, you're really going to have to learn how to use tables. Okay? And tables aren't hard to work with, to be honest with you, but it does take a little bit of getting used to. All right, so you'll find tables underneath the Insert menu. If you click Insert, Table, you'll see you can make these have as many columns as you want and as many rows. All right, I'm going to do 3 columns by 2 rows just to start out, just so we can see what it looks like. All right, once there, you can see that we can resize the width of our columns. We can do the same with our rows. All right. We can adjust the width or remove the color of the border going around our table by going to Table Properties. So if you right-click or control-click inside of a table, you're going to see Table Properties. And here, basically, if you don't want a line going around your table, you would set the table border to 0. Okay? Okay. Clearly, I went too fast.
No, we don't have a right clicker.
Control click. Control click. Yes.
What indirectly doesn't work?
Control click. Okay? All right? So anywhere inside the table, right click or control click, and then you'll see Table Properties. And once there, that's where you can further customize things. All right, you can adjust the vertical alignment of your content inside your table, how the content is aligned inside your table. Basically, you can make it look however you want. So you have no excuse if your table looks like garbage. You did it yourself. Okay? Yeah. Now you know how to fix it. All right? Cell padding. Let me explain what that is. That's going to be the distance from the content of your cell to the actual edge of the cell. Okay, so if you put a letter inside there, it would just make it closer to the very edge. All right? Now, I'm going to show you where you can go once you've had some practice with tables. All the templates that I did for the district, they were all done with tables. And one of the reasons I used tables was because I wanted people to be able to get the form, but then click in a certain field and then start typing without having a line and pushing the line. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, where you've seen that? Okay. For that, we're going to open up a new file. So actually, it's not a new file, but it's number 5, Google Doc file with tables. All right? So pull that up. I'm going to make a copy of my own file here. So you can see this is a collection log, and I've got lots of tables there. How many tables can you count that are on this? You know we got the 2, right? This one here, there's 1, 2. What about this right here? Teacher, sponsor, signature. Is that a table? It is. It is. And what I've done is I've just said, look, I'm going to turn off the border for a certain part of the cell. All right, so watch this. I'm clicking inside this table here, and you see that little pull down arrow? If you click that, look at what happens. You're going to see all the borders there. And I want to adjust maybe that bottom one, which is right here. So I'll choose that. When you choose it, you get a whole new set of options there on your toolbar. I could change that to red, maybe adjust the thickness of that there. Like that. It might be a little hard to see. See how I did that? Yeah. And so it's all just by clicking on that little drop down inside the cell. And so what I did here for these, I'm going to just go ahead and turn on all my lines so you can see how I broke this up. See how it was constructed. So I'll go to my table properties and watch. I'll set it to 0.5. Whoops, I didn't have, looks like that is one table there. Yeah, and then I had to do it again for this other table. See? But I didn't like how that looked on the finished product, which is why I turned some of the borders off and left some of them on. Okay?
So
So on the teacher sponsor signature, you turned everything off except for the bottom.
That's right.
bottom
Yeah,
Right side.
that's right. I turned everything off except for that line right there. Yeah, and so then when you click inside of it, you're going to be able to type inside it. See? And it doesn't move anything over. Unless you type a paragraph, then it's going to create problems for you. Okay? Okay. Go back to your original document, and you see where it says number 6, Google Drawing File. Go ahead and click on that. Google Drawing File. You should have a star there. Okay. Let me go to this one here. All right. So Google has has made great strides in how they've allowed instant updating of a Google Doc. So if you've inserted some content located in another part of the Google ecosystem and you update that, it'll automatically update in your document. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that works. All right, so here I have a document here, and I'm going to insert that star that I just showed you. Okay, so we can do this together. You're in Google Docs, just go Insert. In this case, it's going to be Drawing from Drive, okay? And you should look under Recent for it, all right? From Drive. Here it is. There's my star, okay?
Okay.
Got it? Okay, good. All right, I'll click Select. Now this is key, Link to Source. With that option chosen, what's going to happen is if you make a change to the drawing back here, it's automatically going to update, or it's going to give you the option to update it in your doc. Okay? So I'll choose that, and I'll choose Insert. There's the star. Okay? My star. Now, I'm going to go back here to Google Drawings. This isn't the whole class on Google Drawings. I just want to demo how this works. All right, if I click on that, and let's say I change the color. All right, and maybe I adjust the shape of it a little bit here, just like so. All right, if I come back to my Google Doc, okay, look, I'm going to see this Update button. And when I click Update, watch what's going to happen. Updated my shape. Okay? So what that means is you could work on graphics, like say for your classroom, and keep a collection of them right there in your drive, and you can insert those. And if you need to make changes to them, you can do it on the fly, and it's going to be reflected in your doc. All right?
And it would be reflected in any doc that has a drawing in it. Yes?
That's right. That's right. Yes. Now you would have to take, I believe you would have to take action on that individual doc, though.
I'll do it
Okay?
separately in order to get it up.
Right. Yes. Okay. So in other words, it's not going to do it automatically for you. You have to basically allow it. Okay? You can do the same thing with graphs or charts that you've created in Google Sheets. So let me show you how that works. All right? You'll want to go ahead and open up, it's going to be a Google Sheet file with chart number 7. Go back to your original doc. Google Sheet file with chart. Okay? Okay, should take you to this spreadsheet here. All right? So, if I come back to Docs, and let's say I want to add a chart that I had made in the Google spreadsheet. Watch this. Click on Insert menu, Chart, from Sheets. Okay, so if I choose that, here's all my recent spreadsheets, Google Docs training. I'll select that, Oh, and there's the chart. Notice this option, link to spreadsheet, that's checked. So that's going to give me the option to change my data in my spreadsheet, and then it'll change this chart here in my doc too. All right? So I'll import it. You'll see what I mean here. So if I go to my spreadsheet, and let's say I change the value of bananas. I make that 60. Okay? I hit enter. It's automatically, or it should automatically, adjust my pie chart. It did. And then if I come back to my Google Doc, oh, there's an update. I'll click Update, and the change is reflected. Nice. All right. I've got to move quick. My goodness. All right. Let's start with a brand new doc, doc.new. That is hard to say. All right. Special characters, if you teach a subject like math or chemistry or biology and you're working with symbols and shapes, you might find Google Docs, it doesn't give you what you think you're looking for. Well, if you click on the Insert menu, chances are you'll find that certain character that's been hiding from you. So if you click Insert, Special Characters, you can see we've got broken down by category. What's really nice here is if you're not sure what category it would be, you can actually draw it. So let's say the @ symbol, I want that. Watch what will happen. I did it backwards. It's the A, and then like that. There we go. Oh, there we go. I found it. All right, and then you can choose it, and then it'll put it there in your document. You just draw it right there. Okay, I think this is the symbol for pi. There we go. See? Okay. Okay. We could spend a lot of time here, I know. And this is fun. Let's, if you would, real quickly here, let's go to number 8. Go back to your original document. Google Doc file formatting. That's where we want to go. All right, let's make a copy there. Real quickly, I want to talk to you about fonts and bullets and numbering. Okay, so here we are. This is the Creepster font that I added. All right, and if you don't have that particular font, let me make it a little bigger here for you so you can see. Thought it would be appropriate with Halloween just around the corner. All right, so how you choose fonts, obviously, you click on your fonts menu right here, and you'll have a whole long list of them. If you want to get more, just click More Fonts. Okay? All right, and you can divide these up by script type. Yes, yes. Yeah, if you've used it, then you've got it. It should be checked.
Like right now, initially, the Creepster.
Oh, I don't know that you have it right now. I had to add it on mine.
Can I add it to Chromebook?
Yeah, you can. Well, your kids will. Yeah, yeah. So just
For Halloween, and that'll be cool for Halloween?
yeah. If you do a search, the name of that font is Creepster. So if you just type it in there, Creep, it'll come up, and you can see I have mine checked.
If you know the name of it, that helps.
Yeah, it does. It does.
If you don't, you can just search till you find something you like.
Okay. Again, we could spend a lot of time there if we wanted to. But I do want to hit on bulleted lists because I did have a question about that. All right, so you see here a sample list that we've got. If you've already got a list and want to apply bullets to it, all you have to do is select the text and then go up to your toolbar and then choose your bullets. Okay? Now, this is a little trick here. If you want to change the bullets to something other than those plain regular bullets, watch what we can do. You can select those bullets just by clicking on them, like this. Then go Insert, Special Characters. I'll do it again. Watch this, watch this. Okay, I'm going to click on my bullets. Insert, Special Characters. This is where you're going to get really excited now. There we go. Okay?
I'm sending a list.
Okay. So I'm trying to show you that the things that you want to be able to do, they're all there. They're all there. We can do this.
Highlight the bullets, not the words.
You highlight the bullets. That's right.
Oh, because it just changed on my words.
Okay. I tell you what, just because of time, I will record the section on collaboration, and I'll make this available to you. I'll quickly say something about distributing the document, and then we'll call it quits for today. Okay? So, if you have a document opened up, different ways that you can make it available to other people is by clicking on the file menu. You'll see the download options there. I've talked about this before. You can download it as a Word file. So if you know that somebody outside of our district only uses Word, you can send it that way. Okay? Also as a PDF. All right? You could also send them a link to the document. All right? But what you'd want to do there is to click the share icon, and then underneath advanced, so they could still view the file without having a G Suite account. All right, you choose advanced, and there's a lot of clicking here. I don't like that. I wish it was a little more streamlined. But eventually, you want to get to where you allow anyone with the link to be able to view it. Okay, and this is key here too. Access. Anyone can view. If you don't want somebody messing with your document, make sure it's only set to can view. All right?
Will that work with all the other Google
Yes,
things,
yes,
sheets and everything?
yes. Yeah, across the board.
Good deal.
Now, this is one feature that you may not have known about, and I only stumbled upon it a little bit ago, and I think it's pretty handy. So if you got a Google Doc and you want to streamline the process of making a PDF and then emailing, watch this. If you click on File, Email as Attachment. Look at that. It'll attach it automatically as PDF. Yeah, that's right. We actually did that today. But you could attach it as another file format if you want to. In fact, if you choose this option, paste the item itself into the email, it'll look like a professionally done, composed email that was done with a third-party add-on in your inbox. It'll look really, really slick. Try doing this one time and sending it to yourself, and you'll be like, oh, wow, that looks really professional. Right, but choosing PDF and then entering your recipient's address there, and then if you want to add a little message to them, then you click send, and then it's on its way. All right, that prevented you from having to download it as a PDF, go back into your mail, attach the file, and then send it. One-stop shop here. All right. You all, at the very bottom of that document we've been working from, is a link to the official Google Docs training portal. All right, and if you click on that, it'll take you to where you can learn anything you want to know about Google Docs. All right, I felt like I rushed through this, but I promised to send that video on collaboration because that is an important part. I hate to not even address that, but y'all, thank you for coming. I hope this was helpful, and it's good to have you. Let me know if I can do anything for you.